Hey guys, I'm gonna show you one of my absolute favorite putting drills. It works with your speed control, which is really gonna help you to make a lot more putts and eliminate those 3 putts. It also works with the amount of break that you're playing and learning that there's not one particular line for a putt. There's multiple lines. It all depends on the speed that you're gonna play in. So here's how this works. We set up with a 12-foot putt, or roughly a 12-foot. You can go a little farther, a little bit shorter. And I wanna make sure that this putt has some break in it. This putt here has about 10 inches of break. I could play one that has a little bit more break and it actually makes it easier to miss this tee I'm going to talk about here in a second. But what you don't want to do is pick an almost straight putt. Really, really difficult to miss this tee if we're going with a straight putt. So the way I do this is I go ahead and hit a few putts without any tee or anything in the way, and I find a ball that I've hit with really good speed that goes right into the center of the cup. Then I'm going to mark that line, so the ball rolled over this line. I'm going to mark that with the tee. And I want to get to in a minute why I'm doing this and how this is going to help you to control your speed and your line. But what I'm saying by a really good speed putt, if I'm hitting this putt correctly, and if it has the right speed to roll about a foot past the hole, if it's rolling that slow and it catches any part of this cup, it's going to fall in. So if it catches the right edge of the cup, the right lip, with that kind of speed, it falls in. If it catches the left lip of the cup, it's going to fall in. Now, if I was to hit this putt where it's going to roll 3 or 4 feet past, maybe 5 feet past, as it hits that lip, it's going to lip out or bounce out. Same on this side. So I'm really making the hole very small when I'm doing this. Also, if I play the putt really slow, I may leave it short. I'm not going to make any of those, so obviously we don't want to do that. And then also, if it's going super, super slow, the ball wobbles around right as it's about to stop, so it really has less chance of holding its line. So basically what I've done here to set up this drill, I find a 12 to 14 footer with a good amount of break in it. I hit one perfect putt and then I put a tee right in the middle of that line. So if I hit that putt again, it's going to smack into that tee. Now I'm going to work increasing and decreasing my speed to make sure that I get the line correct. So here, I'm actually going to hit this putt too hard. If I miss this putt, it's going to roll 4 or 5 foot by. And I'm going to try to keep it below that tee, take some break out, and basically ram it in there. So here, really, really firm below the tee. See if I can get one to go in. Oh, almost, barely lipped out. One side note on this, you're not going to make a ton of these. This isn't a drill where you sit up here and make 15, 20 in a row. That's not the goal of this. The goal of this is to learn to control your speed and the line that goes with that speed. There, so I hit a little firmer again, I lipped out on the other side. So now you can see how if I have a little bit too fast a speed, both of those hit the lip. If those were going slow, those would have fell in. But since they were going too fast, they lipped out and it makes the cup a little bit smaller. Let me give one more try here on the fast one and I'll move to the slower side. That looks pretty good. All right, there we go. It rammed into the back. Too much speed, kept it below the hole, but I saw how when I sped this putt up, it took some break out. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slow the speed down. I'm going to play it above the tee and let it die down into the hole. So here, I want to give myself plenty of room to hit above the tee, let it curl on in there. Oh, barely broke over. So again, barely less than foot by speed, and you'll see that I just need to play that a tiny bit higher. So let's go ahead and try one more, see if I can get one to actually go in here. That one looks pretty good. So you see well above that tee and that one actually went in. So when I hit my putt with firm speed, I was all the way down here and the ball went in. When I hit my putt with slow speed, I was all the way up here and the ball went in. So you can see I have about an 8-inch wide gap that I can actually hit into and make that putt. It's actually bigger than the cup itself, but it all depends on how much speed I'm playing. Try this drill out. I guarantee you'll learn a lot about your putting. You'll find out if you're hitting it a little too firm or a little too slow, and you can adjust that, and you'll also be able to adjust your line. Do this on 2 or 3 different putts. Try to make at least 2 putts on each one, 2 low and 2 high before you move to the next one. And I promise you guys will be putting better. You'll start to make those big putts and feel confident that you can control not only the line, but the speed. All right, guys, wait right there. Now, it's great to have the perfect line and the perfect speed and do some great drills like this to get a better feel on how to control those. But what about your putting stroke? What if I don't have a stroke that's really grooved? What if I'm trying to play it a little slower and higher above the tee, but I keep on hitting it too hard, or I keep hitting one high and one low on accident? I gotta groove that stroke before I do anything else. I've got a great bonus video from our Top Speed Golf putting system, usually only available to members of our website, but you can see that full video if you click the card that pops up on your screen or the link down below in the description. It's going to talk about how you can perfectly groove your stroke so it becomes automatic and you're that clutch putter. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi guys, and welcome to the Top Speed Golf putting system. In this video, we're going to talk about the stroke itself. So one of the first fundamentals I think to have a really good consistent stroke is we have to set up to the ball in the same way every time. And what I like to do is I like to have my eyes directly over top of the ball over top of the target line. And I have a great little putting mirror here made by Eyeline that I use a lot to help me get lined up. And it's simply got a black line going down the center. So when I'm looking down, I want to see my eyes directly on this black line, and I want my lead eye almost on the back of the ball, all the way down the shaft to be in one straight line. So if you're looking at this as I set up, if you draw a line up from the shaft, that should be splitting my forearms, and they're going to be lined up with that shaft. And what that's going to allow me to do is take a lot of wrist out of the stroke.